My speech is over teen pregnancy and how you can prevent it if you really want to. Teen pregnancy is not what you want. Having sex in high school is the chance of getting pregnant before getting married. You should always use birth control when having sex or some kind of method to help prevent it. A condom is what they recommend if you're not on birth control. A condom is a latex tube that goes over the male's penis and is not always effective because it can have a hole in it. Teen pregnancy is defined as a woman that delivers a baby before the age of 20. Teen pregnancy is generally an unplanned pregnancy and is a woman that is not married. When having a child before the age of 20, you usually cannot provide for the child and give the child what it needs and what it should have. The child don't always have to have what it wants, but it does need the things that it needs to have. I had my son at the beginning of my sophomore year. I've had a baby my whole entire high school career, and it is very hard. I have struggled, but I have made it. But everybody should understand that if you can prevent it, you really should. Studies show that the United States government pays for $7 billion a year in teens that have babies and cannot support them. 37% of women become pregnant before the age of 20. And there is about 120 billion teenagers that get pregnant through a year. It shows that 79% of teens that get pregnant are unmarried, and 4 out of 10 teenagers that have intercourse before the age of 20 have unplanned pregnancies. An unplanned pregnancy is not what you want. You don't have time to prepare, and you don't have the things that the baby needs. It is a last-minute job, and having a baby is not a last-minute priority. When you have children, it should be your top priority, and not letting your parents or somebody else raise the child. When you have a child, it is very important to take care of him or her and make sure they have the life that they deserve. When preventing pregnancy, you could use the Nareving. It is a birth control contraceptive that is inserted in the vagina once a month. It releases a low, continuous dose of hormones to prevent an egg from developing. You could use the UDI, which is a small plastic contraceptive that contains copper or hormones inserted in the uterus every 3 months. The Depo shot is also an option. It is an injection that you get every 3 months. It prevents the period, which is what produces the egg. The birth control pill, you take every day at the same time of day to maintain. If you don't take it right, then it does no good either. There are so many ways and so many options to prevent getting pregnant that nobody should not use one of the ways. I think that teen pregnancy is very much preventable as long as you try and want to do it yourself, and maybe talk to your parents about it, and they make them understand that you're not doing it. You just want to know what is so bad, and let them help you understand what it is or what you could do to prevent it. There's also a birth control patch that is placed directly on the skin, and it also controls your hormones that produce the egg. It is not unimportant that you talk to your parents. Please talk to your parents and let them explain to you what it is about when having a baby so young. It is not fun. I would not trade my son for the world, but I do want everybody to know that it is hard, and I have struggled through the whole time. I love my son very much, but if I could have changed the way I did it, I would have. I wouldn't go back though. He has made me realize that what I have in life is good. He is what made me go on in school. But teen pregnancy is not what you want. And parents, it's not what you want for your child. So if your child is asking you about teen sex, please do not assume that they're doing it. Please explain to them how hard it is to take care of a baby, and make them understand that you don't want them to do it. And if they are having sex, put them on birth control, so that way they do not get pregnant at a young age.